Hey, Lauren, get out of the house immediately. Don't dilly-dally like you always do.
Oh, hey, Sherry. Wait, what are you talking about? Is everything okay?
I'm going to need you gone all day. Got it?
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? Why do you need me to leave so suddenly?
Do you need an explanation? Just do what you're told.
What has gotten into you all of a sudden? Why are you talking to me like this right now? Don't you think you should at least explain to me about why you want me out of the house all day? You kind of blindsided me on this one.
You really have no idea. Come on, Lauren. How dense can you be?
Yeah, I honestly have no idea why you want me away for the entire day. I feel like the least you can do is explain why. I also don't understand why you just called me low class just before either. What's going on?
Oh, that part is simple. It's because you're just poor. That's why. You are as poor as it gets.
Oh, I see. So it looks like this time you're getting on my case for being poor? I'm not going to let myself get all excited and bent out of shape because of what you call me. How about we both just calm down and have an adult conversation?
If you see the balance in your bank account like I just did, then I don't think you would be able to calm down. It would actually be quite weird if you were able to.
Excuse me? My bank account? You saw my bank account?
Of course. Hey, don't blame me. You were stupid enough to just leave it out in the open on the living room table.
What are you saying? Just because it was on the living room table, you took it upon yourself to look through it, Mom? Once again, you just did whatever you wanted and looked through my personal items. Please, I have told you so many times already, stop doing that. These are my personal belongings. They aren't for anyone else's eyes but my own. Not only that, but the house is an hour away from you by train. Where did you find the time to come here anyway?
Don't take that tone with me, young lady. Who do you think you are? None of that matters anyway. The problem is you. You only have a measly $100 in your bank account. Pathetic.
Is that right? Only $100? Are you sure you were looking at it right?
Of course I did. You have a high-paying job for a great company, and you only have $100 to your name? What is going on here, Lauren? What are you doing with all your money? Are you just splurging and spending every hard-earned dollar you make? Ridiculous. You know I still remember when my son Eric introduced me to you because he was thinking you were the woman he wanted to marry. Once he told me the name of the company you worked for, I of course gave my blessing. It's such a prestigious company to work for. But imagine my surprise when I open your bank book and find you're only worth $100. What the hell is the meaning of this? A wife who can't save any of her hard-earned money is worthless. What a fool she must be to let all of her money slip away like that. So, I am ordering you to divorce my son and get out of this house right now.
Well, that is quite a lot you just threw at me. Let me just start by saying this. I have no idea where you're seeing that I only have $100 in my bank account. I have no recollection of that being the case at all, honestly. But besides, that is no reason for me to divorce your son and move out of the house we're living in together.
Are you defying my order? How dare someone of your low class look down on me? Are you saying I made a mistake somehow?
It's possible. I am willing to bet that the bank book you looked at wasn't mine, but whether you want to believe me or not is a different problem.
Who do you think you are? How dare you talk to me in such a disrespectful tone? I'm so high above you when it comes to social status, it's not even funny. You're so poor, and you have the audacity to talk to someone like me in that way. I almost can't believe my ears. All you do is spend all the money you make and leave yourself nothing left over. It's pitiful.
I am not trying to disrespect you. I just simply keep trying to tell you you're wrong about all of those things.
Yeah, I heard enough out of you. I feel bad for my son having to put up with such a horrible wife like you. That's why I will make sure you two break off this silly relationship and get a divorce.
Hey, Eric? Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to check in and see how your friend's wedding was. Is it over yet?
Hey, Lauren. Yeah, it's over. The party is about to start in a little while. Oh, what's up? How's everything going over there?
Well, it's about your mom again. She's just doing what she wants and is going through her personal things again.
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry to have to spring this on you now, especially when you're in the middle of celebrating with your friends.
No, not at all. You don't have to apologize, Lauren. If anything, I wish you told me sooner. Last time, she took the master key to our house, didn't she?
That's right, she did. I even saw her do that, too. It looks like she came back again today without being invited. She just came and let herself in.
Are you kidding? She can just let herself into the house now? Great, now that she has a key, she probably just thinks she can come and go as she pleases. Okay, lay it on me. What did she do this time? I'm bracing myself for it. Did she throw away all the food that we had made and had left over in our fridge? Did she open our cabinets and smash all of our plates?
It's about the balance in the bank account being only $100. That's what she was fired up about this time. It seems the bank book was just left on the living room table, according to your mom at least. Eric, do you know anything about this? I was completely blindsided by your mother when she was going off on me about it.
Oh, that. Yeah, I guess I know a little bit about it. That was probably my bank book, actually.
What? Really? That was your bank book, Eric?
Well, yeah. That was for the bank account I used to use. I transferred most of that money into our main bank account. But I left like $100 in that account because I still have a credit card linked to it. It's really just for an emergency. Since then, I've been keeping track of everything online. I haven't really been filling out the bank book recently.
Oh, so that explains it. That's why there's only $100 in the bank account, according to the bank book your mom found.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that, Lauren. I've just been so busy I forgot to tell you about it. Oh, also, right before I left to go to the wedding this morning, something happened that may explain why the book was out in the first place. I wasn't able to find the present I bought for this wedding. I was looking through all of our cabinets pretty frantically. I must have been looking so hard that I maybe just left the bank book out by accident without even realizing it. I was in such a rush to leave this morning that I may have just ran out and left the book out in the open by mistake.
Oh, I see. I understand. It's all starting to make sense now. I'm on my way home from my business trip. I'm actually on the train back right now. How does our house look now?
I'm sorry, it looks pretty bad in there right now. But don't worry about that. I'll help clean it up when we both get home. And don't worry about my mom. I'll talk to her and straighten out this whole mess. I promise.
Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
Oh, sure. What is it? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just thinking. Maybe this situation would be a good idea for you and my mom to try and talk things out together.
What? Me and your mom talk things out? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time that my mom did something ridiculous like this, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. She does do a lot of nonsense like this quite often.
Right? I mean, I really laid into her last time and had a stern talking with her. But what do you think? Maybe the two of you can just work through some of your issues this time around?
I don't know, Eric. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Well, if you think that would be for the best, then I guess I can give it a try.
Perfect. Then it's settled. You can talk to my mom and try put some of this stuff behind us. I know it'll be tough and probably a little bit annoying, but I think that this will be the best for all of us.
You're right. If you say it's for the best, then I believe you. Everything will be okay.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Lauren. You're the best. When we both get home, we can come up with a game plan together on how to approach my mom this time.
Sounds like a good plan to me. I understand. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Eric.
Hey, Lauren. It looks like you actually listened to what I said, didn't you? As surprised as I am thrilled you had enough common sense to listen to me. I just found some divorce papers with your name and my son's name on them right here on the living room table.
Hey, Sherry. Wait, what? Are you telling me you just let yourself into her house again and you're going through our things?
Oh, cut out the nonsense. More important than that, answer the question. Are you doing the right thing in divorcing for my boy? We all know it would truly be for the best. Seems like me telling him about the sad $100 in your bank account was effective and did the trick.
Oh, I see. So you told him about the $100 in the bank book then? Well, if you talked to him about that, then you probably already know, but I will tell you anyway. That bank book you found that had $100 written in the account was actually Eric's, not mine.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't start making up crazy lies now, you poor witch.
Sorry, but that isn't a lie at all. It's the whole truth. It's really not good to look at someone else's bank book. But what's worse is blaming someone else without even taking the time to look at the name of the person written on the book to tell whose it is.
Oh, Eric said the same thing. He tried to make some pitiful attempt to stick up for you and help you save face, but it doesn't matter. It looks like the two of you finally took my advice and agreed to get a divorce after all. Not that I needed any validation, but I am happy to see that you both agree with what I said was the right thing to do. My son can do much better than a lying, poor woman like you. So hurry up and get this divorce finalized so he can move on from this mess.
Yeah? Well, I suppose you're right, Sherry. Well, since you gave so much wonderful advice to me, let me leave you with a piece of advice.
You? Leave me with a piece of advice? Okay. Enlighten me. What do you want to say?
Your son isn't someone who is so weak-minded that he would be swayed by people who make pointless accusations toward others.
What? What are you talking about? Are you speaking disrespectfully toward me again?
That's all. I'll be going now. See you later.
Hey, don't leave yet. What the hell are you trying to say? You know what? I don't even care. As long as you divorce my son in the end, then nothing else matters to me. Soon, me and Eric will be living together, and you will be out of our lives for good. He will move back in with me. I've been keeping the room he used as a child clean and ready for him to move back into any time he needed.
Hey, Lauren, is work over yet? You've been working so hard today, it seems.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, it's finally over. I'm spent. It was a really long day today.
I sent you a text message. Check the screenshot when you get a chance. Looks like it ended up being pretty bad, huh?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it seems that way.
I really wanted us to give it one last chance for things to hopefully work out for all of us in the end. It looks like it's no use. She's been this way for years, for as long as I can even remember, really. Even as her son, there isn't a thing I can do to fix the relationship anymore.
I'm sorry about that, Eric. Are you okay? Is there anything I can do?
Am I okay? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, she's still your mother. No matter what happens, she will always be your mom. Are you sure it's okay to leave things this way?
Yeah, I am, sure. Don't worry, Lauren. This isn't something I want you to concern yourself with anymore. To be honest, it feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, actually. Now that I think about it, it was my mother's fault why her and my dad didn't work out. He couldn't handle the mental stress she put on him, so he ran off. She's like a monster for anyone who even tries to get close to her. Once she decides something is hers, she clings to it obsessively. Truly like a monster.
I see. I'm sorry. I didn't know that about your father.
Thanks for always looking out for me, Lauren. I really appreciate you more than you know. But don't worry about it. I'm already moving on and feel okay about this whole situation.
I understand. That's good to hear, Eric. Don't worry. I will always be there for you, no matter what happens.
I will always have your back, too. Let's focus on our new home together.
Sounds good. I'm leaving the house now, actually.
Lauren, answer your phone immediately. This is your mother. What is going on here? What's the meaning of this? I demand an explanation right now. You two were supposed to get divorced, but Eric has yet to return to my home like he was supposed to. What the hell is going on? I went to your house to check on things for myself, but my master key doesn't work anymore either. But that isn't even the strangest part of it all. The next-door neighbor told me that house was abandoned a few days ago. You better start giving me answers, Lauren. Where is my Eric? Where did you take him? Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just bring him back to me right now. Bring him back to my house immediately.
Mom, it's Eric. Stop sending Lauren harassing text messages and phone calls.
Eric! Oh my goodness, Eric! Is that really you? What's going on? Where are you right now? Tell your mother what's going on this instant. You were supposed to divorce that poor witch and come back to the house you grew up in and live with me. Just like the old days when you were a boy. We could live happily together just like when you were young.
Happily? Seriously? You're saying we can happily live together like when I was a kid? You have to be joking. You truly believe that me and you were close at any point in our lives together?
What are you saying? Of course we were. Didn't we live together, just the two of us, until you were married? Especially after your father abandoned us, it was just the two of us. Me and you and no one else. Of course we were close.
That isn't how it went down at all, Mom. Dad had no freedom in his own life. He was left with no choice but to run away from you or suffer a mental breakdown.
What? What are you saying? Where did you get that crazy idea from?
Not only that, but you were so afraid he would leave you that you tricked him into getting you pregnant to keep him around.
How can you accuse me of such a thing? That is just a bold-faced lie.
Dad was terrified of your controlling and obsessive tendencies. Did you know you drove him so mad he had to go to the mental illness clinic and get put on medicine just to be able to deal with you for as long as he did?
What? How do you know any of this, Eric?
That's not important, Mom. What's important is the truth. But when I was born, you had something new to dig your claws into and deem your own. That's when Dad was finally able to escape. I basically took his place in your life.
What did you say? You can't possibly believe any of that is true, Eric. We have been close our entire lives.
Enough, Mom. I am tired of this entire situation. It ends now.
It ends? What do you mean? Are you trying to say you're ending your relationship with your mother?
I'm a grown man with a wife of my own who means the world to me. I want to start a life and a family together. I don't want to lose her. She's everything to me.
Wait a second. You're still talking about Lauren? What are you saying? The two of you were supposed to get divorced. What happened?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I will never divorce her. She's the love of my life.
Love of your life? What? That poor witch. But I saw the divorce papers.
You sure did, but those divorce papers weren't real. They were planted there on purpose.
You planted divorce papers on your living room table? But why? That doesn't make any sense.
You made such a huge fuss about the bank book and the bank account having $100 in it, even going as far as to demand we divorce each other. The second you saw those divorce papers on the table, how did you handle it? And how are you towards Lauren? So I had the idea to plant the divorce papers there knowing you will see them. I wanted to see how you would react when you saw them. I wanted to see if my words from all the other times we spoke had gotten through to you. Every time you overstepped, I had long talks with you about how wrong it was. But to be honest, nothing I say has gotten through to you. In fact, you reacted even worse than I imagined. There isn't anything else I can do at this point but laugh. That's how bad it is.
Wait a second, Eric, please. I am still your mother. Give me another chance.
No, not anymore. You are no longer my mother. From today forward, I am no longer your son.
What? Eric, you can't mean that.
Think about it. We had to move away. We had to change houses and not tell you because of how horrible you are to us.
Eric, please think about what you're saying to me right now. I bet you it was that poor witch's fault. She brainwashed you into hating your own mother. Yet another reason you need to divorce her immediately. I can help. Whatever it takes, Eric. Money, lawyers, I can help you with whatever you want.
You keep going on and on about the bank book only having $100 written in it. You didn't even bother checking to see whose name was written on it. You just assumed it was Lauren's. Without even taking the time to check whose book it was, you just decided I need to divorce her and that she's a poor witch, and whatever else you wanted to call her.
Can you blame me? She works for such a great company and she's only able to save $100? Come on, something is wrong with that.
How many times do I have to tell you before it sinks in, Mom? That bank book you found was mine. It's not Lauren's. Gosh, why won't that get through to you? Oh, well, if you don't get it by now, it's your problem. But I've already explained everything regarding that bank book. It's like you don't listen when I speak. You only hear whatever you want to, whatever suits you. You never think about how your actions make me feel, though. You never once thought about me. It's always about yourself.
Eric, come on, you know that isn't the case.
No, it's all true. That is enough. There's no point in continuing the conversation any further, or talking anymore for that matter.
What are you saying?
I'm cutting all ties with you, Mom. As I said before, we are no longer mother and son.
Wait a second. Eric, please, you can't just cut off all ties with me. I am your mother.
No, not anymore. Goodbye forever.
After that, Eric and I changed our telephone number so his mom wouldn't be able to reach us anymore. Of course, things wouldn't end that simply. My mother-in-law's relatives would look out for us, though, and keep us posted if she tried to do any more crazy things she has been known to do. We started the process of moving to England so we can be close to Eric's dad. Eric went first because he had work-related business there. However, I followed him shortly after. We now live happily together in England. It didn't take too long, however, for my mother-in-law to hear that her son and I no longer live in the United States. She doesn't know where we live, however. She vowed never to stop searching for us until she finds out. However, we don't worry too much about her anymore. The distance between where we live now makes it a lot easier to put her in the back of our minds and move forward together. Now we can just focus on living together peacefully and quietly without having to worry about my evil mother-in-law trying to ruin things between us every chance she gets. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!